Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Sunday Night Live. My name is Kelley Farley. I'm an independent Stampin demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland, Sunday night. I hope you are all doing well and you've enjoyed this weekend. And if you're in New Zealand, it is a long weekend, so the weekend's not over. Heather! Hi! It feels like ages since I've seen you on here, Heather. I hope you're well, Heather. And Heidi, nice to see you too, Heidi. Oh, Heidi, if you're around, or if you're going to be at the chiropractor on Tuesday night, let me know, because I've got part of your order. March's order is there. Still waiting on April's. It's starting to stress me out a little bit because I don't even know if I need it, because it's got May's Stamp Club. Hi, Alison. Hi, Lisa. Hi. All good. All right, so hope everyone's doing well. So today's card, or tonight's card, is the Twist and Pop card. So when you open it, it opens up like that. Hopefully I haven't put the camera down too low. What's your normal time, Heidi? I think you're leaving as I'm getting there. My appointment's 5:30, so I can bring it for you then. I try to be a little bit early, and then it stands up as well on its own. It's like a tent fold, so when you're looking at it, you could obviously decorate the inside a little bit more than I have, but I've left it a little bit blank to make the... Oh yeah, we should be kind of crossing over at that point, Heidi. So we're going to get started with that. It is a little bit bulky, so if you wanted to, you could put some put a belly band or some ribbon on. I've left my little things quite loose, so you could possibly put your belly band underneath that if you wanted to. It is a little bit thicker than a normal standard card as well, so it might need a bigger envelope, although it should fit in a normal size envelope. Alrighty, so I've used this paper is retiring at the end of the month, and I've completely forgotten. It's called Elegant something. Completely forgotten what it is called, but it is quite gorgeous. This is the reverse of it. And so it's black, white, silver and gold are the colours in the designer series paper, and also vanilla. So I've also got a piece of this, which I'm undecided if I use or if I use that side. So because I've run out of that, so I think I'm going to have to use that side. This leaf one is obviously my favourite because this is my last piece, the last piece of it. Alrighty, so let's get in and get started. So, firstly, you're going to need 3 strips of card. The first strip that you're going to need is this one here, and this is 4 1/8 by A4. So it's basically, if you get your A4 piece of paper, cut it through the middle. So it's 1/2 of your A4 in a tent fold, and then you've got 2 pieces. One piece is 3 inches by 8 inches. The other piece is 3 inches by 9 inches. So just make sure that when you're doing your bits and pieces, your folding and stuff, that you remember that, because I messed it up when I did mine and I scored the wrong one. And I was like, why is that not working out? Because I did it on the wrong piece. So I'll put this to the side a minute, get out our trimmer, and we're just going to fold this in half. So just normal, and I'm using the edge of my trimmer to keep it nice and straight in the edges, so that it's a bit more even, nicely burnished. Alright, so our 2 pieces here, we're going to have we'll start with the 3 by 8 piece. So this piece here, you're going to pop into your trimmer. So on the 3-inch side against where you're going to mark, because you want to do a score mark right through the center. So we're going to pop this in at 1.5, which is half of 3. All right, so 1.5. And so you get that piece. I don't know how. There we go. Can you see that? So you got that all the way through, and then you're going to pop this in long ways, and you're going to bring it down. Sorry, my brother's just messaging me. That's what that dinging sound is. So apologies for that. Here it goes again. So we're just going to go down to 2.5 inches and pop a pencil mark at each end of the thing, and then we're going to go down to 5.5. 5.5 and do the same thing. Alright, so this is the mechanism that goes underneath. So you're going to have this piece will go over the top, so it's not actually, I think it's, and there's the doorbell. Lots of noises on my phone tonight, sorry. There and there, so we're going to do a diagonal. We're going to go from the top left hand side, and we're going to score across to that bottom right hand mark that we've made. So the 2.5 inch across to the bottom 5.5 inch. Just make sure you've got that lined up in your trimmer. And we're going to score that a couple of times. And then turn it so that you're going the other way. So you're essentially making a large cross through the middle. Make sure that that's in the right place. And there. Cross like that. So you end up with that. There we go. I'm trying to get the right light on it. So you've got a cross through here, and then the centre of your cross is right through the centre of that. So if you wanted to, you could rub those marks out. So let's do that. If you've got a darker cardstock, or if it doesn't worry you, that's totally fine. So got that, and pop that to the side. And then our last piece is the 3x9, and we're going to score this at 2.25. And then 4.5. Just blank on my measurements. Right across. And then the last one, 6 3/4. So you end up with 4 even panels. In the camper van with 1 bar. Hi, Andrea. That sounds fun. Whereabouts are you? Hopefully you can, hopefully it stays on. Some other people have dropped off. That's okay. It's starting to feel like winter. It's raining here, so I don't know what it's like for everybody else, but we dog sat my dad's dog last night. The house is not really set up for dogs, but so you just want to make sure that this folds into the concertina type thing, because you're going to pop it in like that, right? Cold chills, right, Lisa? All right, so we're going to fold. We want to fold this both ways because we want to make sure that it's quite flexible, so that because this is our twisting mechanism, so we want that to work really nicely. So if we burnish those lines well, I'm still not ready to put jumpers and stuff on. Matt's been wearing this hoodie, but that might be more about me than the weather. Alright, so if we go that. Whereabouts are you in your camper van, Andrea? Gone for a nice long weekend somewhere? Okay, so we want that to be nice and pliable. And what we want to be able to do is we want this to go, we want it to twist, 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 twist. We want it to fold in that way, that's right. Woodville. Ah, yes. Is that kind of around New Plymouth, Dannyburg way? I think I remember Fiona mentioning Woodville before they sold their house. Alright, so we end up with this mechanism here. So we've got, that's the top view, and then when you fold your creases in, so those will be valley folds, creases in, these triangular pieces, the creases go out. I was trying to do it the other way around. So you've got a piece here that you can see, and then underneath there. So these two pieces here are going to go onto your piece there. So let's pop this in. We're going to start by really getting those finished quite nicely. And I'll have pop some glue. Make sure you get it right into the corners, although you don't want it oozing out everywhere. So I don't know how well you can see this, so I'll lift the flap up a bit, the top part up a bit. This, if you wanted to decorate the inside of your card, this is when you do it now, okay? After that, it's going to be too hard to decorate it with your mechanism in there. So what you're going to do is, hopefully the light is in the right place, you're going to pop that in, and you don't want it all the way up to the fold. So you want it to be just centered in your card, slightly over that way a bit more, and slightly just down from the fold, so it's not going to get in the way of the fold, and you're just going to bring that down. And obviously, because cool, the Tui Brewery, you hear that on the news all the time. Not on the news, sorry, on TV, with the Tui ads. Not so much actually anymore, but that sounds like a really cool place. Alright, so we want that to take, and when you open it, you'll end up with it like that. And so we're just going to keep that down, and we're just going to do the same thing on this side. Put some glue on, get them in the corners. And then we're just going to close that over the top. Like so. And you just want to make sure that that glue has started to, yeah, I'm a little bit geographically challenged, but I think I kind of know the rough area. Yeah, if you totally understand, if you're if you've got like one bar, it'd be really kind of slow internet and probably buffered a lot, so it wouldn't be much fun to watch. Alright, so that's what we're going to end up with. Alright, so when you open it, you're going to end up with it that looks like that. So you've got your triangular piece in the middle there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pop these two pieces on. Now when you put these on, you're going to have, I try to center this piece with the center there, but you want that to be up, okay? So you kind of want it to be like a little book to start with, like that, because you're going to glue part there. So when you're gluing, you want to do opposite corners, and you're only doing the top or the bottom portion. It doesn't actually matter which one you do, but if you do the top on the right hand side, you have to do the left bottom. If you do the top left, you have to do the right bottom. It doesn't, as long as you're thinking opposites, diagonal opposites, you should be fine. Alright, so I'm going to pop this in, and I'm going to line this up here with, so that I get it slightly wider than, so it's pretty well centered there. Okay, and we're just going to put glue here on this bit there. And I don't know why, for some reason, it feels easier to pop it on the right hand side first. It's just a bit weird. we went to get new ballet shoes yesterday, which we didn't end up with because they're out of stock of her size, which is whatever, typical. Alright, so we want that to fold. Line that up on the side there. I'm just going to hold it there. Oh, that's annoying, Andrew. It's bad enough you have to listen to me in the first place. But freezing and then the delay in the picture is just not fun. Alright, so I've got it on this top one, and you will see that it doesn't actually meet. That's why I put it on the flap and not on the actual card that I'm adhering it to. Alright, so then if we've got that flat, we're going to do the same thing, but remember this time we're doing it on the bottom left hand side. Now you can use double-sided tape if you want to. You can use the it is not snail. I keep going to say snail because I don't use it. Seal Plus. You could use glue dots, whatever is your adhesive of preference, as long as it's a strong adhesive. All right, so then you have the one top and one bottom, diagonal bottom and diagonal top, and then you just have to, the first couple of times, you just have to coax it in. Don't do this to me. There we go. You just have to coax it down a bit, and then I like to kind of like dial up. Oh my gosh, that is such an awful kind of feeling, isn't it? Thinking that you've got to go back to dial up. So what I've done in here is and you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm just creasing through and getting those score lines just really tight, just gently lifting. I don't know that you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to show you, but it's not really very. Alright, so when you open it, it pops open like so. And then just the first couple of times it just needs a little bit of coaxing. You might want to just, before you put it in, it might want a little bit of a trim, but it gets there eventually. Okay, you just have to keep coaxing it and showing it. Alright, and then we decorate it. So I've chosen to use this piece. And I'm going to use that piece on the inside. So in this one, I have used some of the, what are they called? Tropical layers from the Artfully Layered bundle. So I've just cut out 2 pieces in the Very Vanilla and 1 piece in the gold. Oh, no, I haven't done it yet. And then use my label punch. And then I've opened it up and I've just put DSP on either side. I don't know. No problem, Heather. Enjoy your night. I hope you enjoyed your camping last week too. I haven't had a chance to catch up with you. So we are going to have, I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to change the paper that I put in there. I'm going to use this paper here. So first thing is I want to put a ribbon on the front, and I'm going to use my bow maker. So I'll move this out of the way because I want a nice bow on the front. So I'm going to leave some room, a length that I can fold around, and then twist that through. Oops, wrong way. Because I do it because of the direction that I like to fold things, I need to put it this way. And I keep thinking that. So I'm going to pop that in there. I'm going to do that, twist in a knot, bring both parts through, and then bring that one through, get them kind of lined up nicely. And then feed that through, and then we can flip it over, get it nice and straight, and tie it in a knot. And then when you tie it in a knot, you want to get your tails. Tails nice and tight there. It should be tight enough. Yeah, I like to just tighten it a little bit more. And then I get my nice little bow. Just work that. And I'm going to get glue dot. Where to get the card challenge completed? I'm on my husband's phone. Oh, hi Sylvia. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I'll have to have a look before we do the draw, Sylvia. I didn't see your card before I went live, so I'll have another look so I can make sure that you're in the draw. Alright, so I'm going to pop my ribbon here, and I'm just going to press that glue dot down. And then just trim off enough. I don't need it to go all the way around, which is one of the nice things of using the bow maker, is that you can get a nice bow if you don't want tails and stuff. And then you just have to wrap it around. You don't have to use so much ribbon to get it. And glue dots, I find, are the best thing for holding down ribbon. They're just so... Oh no, I thought I had it on my finger. They just make life so much easier if you get it on the right place. Okay, don't like the new glue dots. They've got the dots on the on the top of it rather than on the roll. Alright, so pop that on. See, they even stick to the desk. So I'm just going to fold that over. No, I thought I didn't need a bow maker. Oh, if you finished it, Sylvia, post it and I'll put your name up. It doesn't, like, you know, I'm fairly flexible. I just love the fact that you guys are interested enough to actually have a go at what I show you. So I'm happy for you to pop it up. Alison, I know that it's one of those things, isn't it? But, you know, you keep thinking about it. There's no rush. Paul will make one whenever I email him or message him and say, hey, I need another one. Okay, so, and you can get it in he's got most of the colours. So now we're just going to pop that on flat. Now, because I want it to, because there's a slight rise where the ribbon is, I like to put ribbon on there, so glue onto the ribbon, so it just kind of holds in place a little bit better. Alright, if you prefer, you can do this before you do your insert. You can put this together, and there's not any set order or anything like that. Alright, just get it on and press it down. This is where my press will be handy, especially over the ribbon part. Get a nice even pressure and over that. Okay, so we get a nice bit there. Then let's decorate the inside. So I'm going to cut, so the inside pieces I have initially cut 4 of these, and then I'm going to go on the inside here. And then I thought, I don't want 4 vanilla ones. That was a bit dumb. But you do need 4 in whatever variation you like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 in the vanilla and stamp them, and 2, I'll just make sure I remember the measurements, and 2 in Design Series paper, or you can do them all in card and stamp them. So these are 2 by 2 3/4. Because our score marks that we did were 2 1/4 by 3, so I just come down 1/4 of an inch from each side and 2 3/4, yeah. And then that gives us a nice little even edge around it. Who is sending me a message? Oh, okay, no problem. I would still love to see it though, Sylvia. If you finish it, feel free to post it tomorrow after you've finished it. I would love to see it. Let me just check that. I will get back to them. Okay, so I'm going to actually alternate. I'm going to pop one there instead of, oh, look, this is the pretty side, the pretty copper. It's okay. That's okay. Alrighty. So I'm just going to center that there. And then I'm going to put this one over here. Like so. And then I've got a nice piece of this leaf one. Now, do I put the leaf down there or do I put the dots? I might put the leaf. It's a bit sticky. So let me put this on. I'm going to pop it on and then trim it once I've got it. You can line one edge up. Get that nice and straight, and then just using a bit of paper snips from this side. No, do it this way. I'm just going to trim that right at the edge of the vanilla so it gets a nice border piece there. Alright, so our last 2 pieces I'm going to stamp, and I'm just going to pop I quite like, I'm using this step here, and I don't think it's carrying over, so it's quite a nice set, but I quite like this little wordy bit up there, and I'm using grey granite. In the card is actually, in the paper is actually basic grey, but I'm going grey granite. I'm going to stamp off a couple of times, and that just gives me a real light kind of texture to the card. Yep, well done, Kelley. I know it seems odd stamping it and then stamping off again, but it just gives a nice little, and leaves some of those, and then I'm going to use that in full strength up in the corner like so, and then let's do, thank you again. Okay, so those 2 pieces, and then I've got another piece here which I'm going to turn long ways and do a very soft one in there, and I've got this stamp here that says hey there, and I'm just going to stamp that full strength through the middle there, and using my double oval punch, we're just going to pop that in, line that up, and that can be the front. So that's all our stamping. Like I said, you could still You could put your panels on. You could actually stamp this directly on here if you didn't want to cut extra layers. But if you're going to stamp directly on your pop-out bit, I suggest that you let's put it here. Do that before adhering it, because it's obviously a little bit trickier to do it. But sometimes that white on white effect, or colour on colour, in this case vanilla on vanilla, just like a vanilla border around it, is quite nice. Okay. Alrighty, so that is the inside of our card done. And again, it just needs to be coaxed down a bit. And now to decorate the front, I've got a couple more pieces of these are the dies that come with it. So I've cut them out, which I really like that leaf there. Cut them out, and then I'm going to pop that on some dimensionals. How are we going for time? 8 o'clock. Sorry, ladies. Obviously chattering a bit much. Pop this on. Then on the back of the E, I'm going to put some glue dots. And I'm just finding quite a high part there that's got a thick piece. And then this one can go there. I like the floaty look that it has when it's only stuck down at that one point. And my plan is that they will go under the ribbon, so anything that is kind of a bit sticky through the other side will be fine. So I'm going to pop this here. So this is it. I've actually done this the reverse of the other one. Pop that there, press it down, and this one here. I'm in two minds as to whether that no, it needs to go behind a little bit more, sticking out, and then ladies are so quiet tonight. And then I might actually put this down below there, and that is our card finished, ladies. I hope you like that card. It's one that I haven't done for a long time, and I remember when I first did it, I was like, oh my god, I don't think I'm going to do that again. But actually, once you get your head around the mechanism, it's actually quite easy. It's just getting that diagonal fold and getting it to twist into that arrow point there. Thanks, Lisa and Alison. Really appreciate that. Okay, so that's one, and this is the other one. Okay, so they're both very similar on the front, and then when I open them up, that's what we've got on the inside. So very similar, just kind of laid out slightly differently. And then close them up. Look, you can close. Oh, that one's not quite, not yet. What you could do is pop them under a punch, something a little bit heavy, just to kind of get them, those creases in, to keep hold of them, and it will pulse them. I think then it will just very easily open. I mean, stay closed or open nicely when you do that. So let me just clear off some stuff off the desk here. Just a reminder that the annual catalogue, the current catalogue finishes on the 2nd of May. So if there is anything in there that you would like, some things are carrying over and some things aren't. So if there is something that you're really desperately interested in, you could send me a message and see if it's staying. I'm happy to let you know if it's staying or not, or if not, I'm happy to help you with ordering and stuff so that you can, so you don't miss out on it. All right, if anyone is interested in the bow maker or the glue holder, please let me know. There are some pictures on my Facebook page, and there's also a video on YouTube that I've posted on how they work. So my brother makes them for me, and so they are made to order. I don't have stock of them. So, all right, let me just turn this around. My fluffy here after the humidity and having it washed. So sorry about that. I'm just going to flip this round now so that we can have a look at the cards. So I've got Glenys, Alison, Jill, Angela and Andrea who have popped in an entry in this week. Thank you very much, ladies, for having a go and sharing your cards on my page. It's much appreciated, and they were all beautiful. Also different as usual. It's what I love about card making and stamping and sharing it, is that everyone takes the basic idea and just makes it their own and uses their own colours and patterns and stamps, and they all look amazing. So I'm not going to keep jabbering. I will let you go back to your evening, especially if you have decided that you're going to get up for a dawn parade in the morning. You probably want to go to bed soon. So good luck, ladies. Here we go. Oh, makes a noise tonight. Usually have my sound off. Alison! Woohoo! Yay, Alison! That's very exciting. I will send you some pictures to choose from for your prize. Also, Alison, I have your order. Let me turn this around. I have your order. It arrived the other day, and I'm going to school on Tuesday, so I will be in touch. And I'm camping here. See, I just don't do camping, Andrea. Yeah, no, just not me at all. So my hair would be terrible. I wouldn't actually be on camera, I don't think. I try not to get myself on camera most of the time. So, and I've just noticed the overt dog hair all over me from my dad's dog that was staying with us over the weekend. Okay, so I will get in touch with you, Alison, because I have, I'm at school doing stuff Tuesday, but probably more than Tuesday as well. So if you're not home Tuesday, it doesn't matter. I can organise it another time for you to be home to drop your stuff off, and I'll put your prize in it. Okay, all right, ladies. Rambling enough. It's 8:08, and I'm going to let you go. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and if you have a go at making tonight's card, I'd love to see it. Please post it on my page, and I'll be back on Wednesday night. I look forward to seeing you all then. Okay, take care. Have a good week. Bye.